Okay.
And it
Well, oh
looks,
no.
whoa. What is this
Wait.
mage deck?
It has Ice Block and it has Flame Cannon. That's a
Yeah,
Darkwonyx special, I tell you. Oh, I'm excited about this series.
this is gonna be interesting.
Hmm.
Huh. I don't how do those cards even use together? I guess we're gonna find out. Like, it's a Flame Cannon's a board control card, and Ice Block is
Right?
like a stall, I guess.
Okay, I'm
So
going to
it's
go ahead and throw it out there that I think Darkwonyx is using that guy, which gains +2/+2 every time a secret is up.
the
What's that
healer
thing?
guy, the
The
two
Ethereal
for
Arcanist. No, not the healer guy.
oh the
The
guy that gets bigger.
yeah.
Huh. So he's got a
That's
tempo
my
deck with ice blocks and the guy that gets bigger.
yeah.
Ethereal
I
Arcanist.
think that's my best guess.
This is some interesting decks. It's gonna be fun to see how this plays out.
Okay.
Um,
But wait a minute. Regarding back to the matchups thing, didn't we already establish in video game that priest
no,
beats
no,
warrior?
no, we didn't
Oh,
establish anything.
oh,
We didn't establish anything.
my
Just
God.
because Hoj let me down that game doesn't mean it's 100%.
All right. Well, Tomflr is actually bringing a very high curve deck. We see that
Yeah,
Ysera is actually in this warrior list.
really high curve.
Hmm.
So maybe it's going to do well against the ice blocks, but we do see a lot of tempo cards still from Darkwonyx.
Right. Warrior
So
Elemental as well. It's a really weird tempo deck with Ice Block. I
what
guess
if
with
we
Ice
get a...
Block, it's actually really good, right? If it's a tempo deck and you play Ice Block, your opponent's gonna play around every secret first, and then
Exact,
realize,
yeah.
oh, it's an Ice Block.
Yeah, maybe that's true. I wonder if he's going to have Duplicate in this deck. Because if he has Duplicate in this deck, he might just be favored against the Warrior. Because he's just going to have infinite amount of threats, basically, and the Warrior's just going to run out of ways to answer it. His Warrior has a hard time with 2 Water Elementals, let
Yeah.
alone 4.
Yeah. I mean, Belcher's already a pain in the
Yeah, Belcher
to get
too.
through. Yeah.
So,
Oh, how about 3 Emperors?
wow. That is
Wow.
busted.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Emperor is going to make the second Emperor cost less, too.
Right. All right. Tomflor is gonna do this move here. It's actually really good because if it's mirror entity, it's gonna proc right away. But it's not. It's not
Yeah.
mirror entity. Can we have a mouse over on the secret there? Um, our magical admin friends. It's a
It's gonna be
duplicate.
Duplicate, and he's
Oh
gonna get that
man.
Water Elemental out there and try and dupe it. Yeah, I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
the Mage is maybe designed to do well against Warrior here.
Well, a mage to design to do well against warrior. That is something I don't think I'm ever gonna hear. Like
Yeah. It's really good going into the first round because you're definitely gonna catch your opponents off guard on what they're supposed to do with their lineups, like how they
right.
want to position their lineups, what they want to lead off with. I guarantee you, Tom was not expecting this.
Yeah. Oh my god.
All
Oh,
the
look
Water
at it.
Elementals.
I was like, ugh. You can see his facial expression was a little bit taken aback from that.
Yeah, because now he gets to play a Water Elemental on curve. Like if he didn't get the Water Elementals duped that turn, he might have not had a play.
Oh man, Harrison Jones also not really helpful against the mage.
It's like, what do you do here? Do you kill the next one with Shield Slam? But then how do you kill the third one? Like, it
Well,
just
okay.
doesn't stop.
If you don't kill this, it's always gonna stick on the board. So,
Yeah.
oh gosh, that duplicate is gonna bring so much value.
And if you don't use the Shield Slam here, then you're going to lose all your armor for future turns, and you're not going to have the Shield Slam able because the Water Elemental's sticking on the board, assuming Darkwonyx goes face with it.
Well, this is a very good flame cannon turn. Like,
Yeah.
pretty good.
I think you
Hmm.
always want to freeze the face, though, because you're just afraid of weapons. Even though you haven't seen a weapon yet, they have so many weapons in their deck, they could top deck a weapon and be able to utilize it. It's just
All right.
always locking that possibility out. It's good. It also locks out the Shield Slam possibility, but you've already seen one Shield Slam, so how concerned is he really about Shield Slam? So
Well, I
you
guess
never know.
if you do use the flame cannon, your turn is kind of not that good, right? So you either put the
Yeah.
architect or secret, the ice block. So I guess Belcher is all right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Belcher just dies to the Harrison Jones, though. Is that
Yeah.
really the... it seems like he's going for a very grindy sort of value deck. So
Hmm.
maybe maybe he will take the Flame Cannon play, just take the value play, and just try and slowly grind his opponent out of the game, and maybe even just take the game to fatigue. So, really, this play, although it's like a really simple turn and doesn't seem like that much, I think this play determines his play style sort of for the rest of the game.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I
I think this is
swear.
a grinder mage. He's probably gonna take it all the way to fatigue. This is gonna be a very long series.
All right. All right.
Because he doesn't
Oh,
want to let
man.
that Belcher just die without getting lots of value.
That Belcher top deck though, it's gonna be pretty
Yeah.
good for Tomflr
That's
here.
huge. He gets to use it with Shield Slam as well. A
Mhm.
great top deck there.
Uh-oh.
And we're gonna
If
see
you,
the Emperor come down, I think. It trades very
yeah.
favorably with Belcher being the 5/5
Not only
body.
that, you have 9 cards in your hand.
Yeah,
How
9
much
cards.
value do you want?
That is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Wow. Dr.
And
Boom
he
off
can't
the
even
top,
kill
though.
it! He can't even kill it! I mean,
But
sure, Dr.
still.
Boom is a great turn 7, but...
Yeah.
Oh man.
And Alex Raza is going to cost 7 mana.
Oh my god.
Molten Giants.
It's as well?
What a crazy deck.
Lord. Well... I guess, the world is yours, Darkwonyx.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cards he can play this turn.
I wonder.
Looks like he's going for Belcher Water Elemental, maybe?
Yeah, that seems like a good play.
Yeah.
Zombie Chow out there as well?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Like,
There's so many options. I guess that's the drawback of Emperor, right? I mean, Blizzard has designed this card and go like, yeah, the disadvantage of this card is that you don't know what to do the next turn, so it's balanced.
yeah, you have so many good options that they're all just too overwhelmingly good and you don't know what to do. Looks like he is going to play the Zombie Chow. It's sort of a commitment into Brawl, but at this point, like, you have so many cards to refill the hand, you're not that scared of Brawl, and
Oh
if he
my-
brawls, he loses his own Dr. Boom. So, yeah, I don't feel bad playing the Zombie Chow. I don't feel bad holding it. I think either way is fine.
That hand, though. Slightly better than Tomflr's hand, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
Tom doesn't have very much going for him at all. He does have the double bombs, though. He's got the Grom into Ysera, which is, like, could be a lot of problems for Darkwonyx if he isn't able to pick up some way to deal with this Ysera, like a Polymorph or something, which I imagine you have to be running in this sort of Grinder Mage. So Tom's also got to be kind of scared of the possibility of
jeez.
that.
Yeah, alright, so Tom should probably, use the bombs first, but if they both don't kill the Belcher, then Dr. Boom is kind of like killing a Belcher that's already hurt. Okay, so what do? You just kill this first Belcher first with the Dr. Boom, and then, pray with the bombs, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Brawl turn just yet,
No, I don't think so.
but if you're not Brawling, then what are you developing, like Gromming? Looks like he is. He's going to Grom
Oh,
into-
wait a minute, don't
Wait.
Grom just yet. Okay, that's actually not a bad. Oh, he needs to go fast. Oh my god, that's huge.
Oh, that was really good bombs.
Oh my god.
Tom got pretty lucky with the bombs. They're trading with the Water Elemental.
Oh, that's a pretty good board clear. I mean, as much as
Oh.
it can, So. Oh, lucky bombs. What can you say?
I guess he's assuming it's Grinder Mage, and now he's just trying to get the value out of all of his minions while he can and making all the trades,
Oh yeah.
which is a
But,
fair assumption.
2 ice blocks from Darkwonyx too.
2 ice blocks. What is this deck?
2 ice blocks, ice barrier, duplicate. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is... You got to really be thinking on your toes here to start figuring all this stuff out. Like, we can see the cards in Darkwonyx's hand, so we know a lot more than Tom does. While Tom, on the other hand, he has absolutely no idea what could come next out of Darkwonyx's deck.
Oh, you put Alex Strauss? Okay, I guess
Okay.
it's a death now.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I guess that could happen. That's the
God.
thing. The
Zero
zero mana
mana
Snow Chugger comes
Chugga.
into play, and we're gonna get the ice block up. It looks like for 1 mana. Wow,
Oh.
so many cards used that turn.
This secret is actually gonna mess up Tom's play, right? What if it's mirror, right?
Yeah, then he can't really play Ysera. He has
Oh
no
my-
idea what secret it could be.
I feel so bad for Tom right now. He's like, it's like,
Yeah,
Oh
the
man.
brawl's not bad here. Now he gets the heal from the Snow Chugga, and he has a high chance of one of his minions living. Not a high chance, but some chance. But it's still really YOLO.
Okay.
But what do you do? Do you just trade with Alex? That sounds awful.
I
You got to be afraid of duplicate again as well. You've already seen 1 duplicate. It's not surprising if there's another. Looks like he's just going to test secrets. So he tests for mirror with the Acolyte. And he's probably going to test with dupe with the Death Spite, and then maybe just trade into the Alex, and then try and play the value game against a Grinder Mage.
Oh, that's not a position you want to be in. And yeah, we said the ice block kind of is weird, but it accomplishes the thing that it's supposed to, right? Trick your opponent.
Yeah, well, let's see if maybe later in the tournament, though, maybe it won't trick the opponents as much because they're already going to know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where this Grom goes.
Oh
Yeah, the
no.
Grom is going to take the trade. Tom is
Oh,
committed to grinding out the Grinder Mage.
that is. It's gonna be
It's
pretty hard.
Yeah, well, Grinder Mage is designed to be strong when you try and rush it down. Like it has so many cards that are designed to help it when you rush it down, like Molten Giant Healbots. So it seems like he's read on to the fact that it's probably a Grinder Mage, and he's playing around these Molten Giants, and he's,
Hmm?
I think, taking a pretty good stance.
Hmm.
Even though he's playing against Grinder Mage, how do you feel about getting 2 draws off this Acolyte?
Um, Not that good. And at the same time, you do need more options, right?
Yeah, I mean, your hand
Uh,
is running really low.
yeah. Actually, Tom's next turn is really good, right? Izera here. Like, if Izera gets to spit out some, at least 2 cards or even more, that could be pretty big.
It's still really YOLO, though, because you have to be afraid of Polymorph. But at
Uh-oh.
this, you're pretty desperate, though, right?
Yeah, you need something
Yeah, your
working.
hand does not have very good options in it, so he's gonna go for it. And Darkwonyx doesn't have an answer at the moment, but oh, Ysera's Awakened pulled off the Ysera. That's huge. 2
Mhm.
Healbots in the hand for Darkwonyx back to back are terrible draws. They don't really do anything for him.
No.
And Ysera, not a card that's currently in the meta, so Darkwonyx probably wasn't anticipating a Warriors having a Ysera. But Tom was brought a Ysera and is doing very well right now.
Well, I guess Chugga usually just goes one way to the face.
Yeah, just keep freezing that Deathbite, make sure nothing can be accomplished there.
And Izera lists a turn.
Gore Howl off the top is not very helpful when you're frozen. I
No, but
imagine
at least.
like cash in the Acolyte for some draws, probably.
Hmm. I mean, your Izera lived for a turn, so it's a very big chance that it's gonna live for several turns, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's very good position to be in when the Ysera's alive.
yeah.
And that
Even the
golden
frozen
is-
Izera is like just spitting out dream cards every single turn.
Yeah, I mean, why not? 4 damage isn't worth anything. What you really want is the value out of the cards. Tom's already committed to taking it to fatigue by how he was trading with Dr. Boom and trading with Gromosh. So he's sticking to his game plan here and trading with Ysera as well. I like it. It's very
Pretty sweet.
consistent. Sheep is not going to do it for Darkwonyx. He's really looking for maybe card draw or the polymorph. Mainly just the polymorph, like card draw to get to the polymorph for the polymorph if he runs it. So looks like he is going to try and use the sheep here to accomplish some things.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
just begin pinging down that Belcher.
There's no reason to ping your own sheep because warriors don't want silences anyways.
Yeah.
Might as well save the damage there. And whoa!
Deathbite to the face. Looks like Tom is going to switch gears and start really putting on the heat.
Okay. Boom!
Guess he's figured he's gotten enough value off of Ysera that he can afford to start really just going in now.
Okay.
And he's might be met by a Molten Giant.
Well, Molten Giants don't seem like they're gonna be too insane. Since Tomflr, his head is it's like refilled again. Dream cards are everywhere, and yeah, I think what a change. I thought Darkwonyx was gonna pick this up.
Yeah.
To start. It was insane.
Definitely.
Double Molten Giants.
One cost in 6, one cost in 5. Yeah, I really thought Darkwonyx was gonna be able to take this game. Traditionally, the duplicate mage is pretty good against Control Warrior because they can't keep up with removing every creature, but Tom drew a lot of his removal, was able to remove a lot of the creatures, and then just stabilized Ysera, and that's what's going to allow him to maybe push through the game. But if he had been met by a polymorph that turn he played Ysera, it would have been a much different game, because the tempo would have been all... Like, the ball would have been in Darkwonyx's side of the court for the rest of the game, because that's just a huge tempo swing. So he took a risk there.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, unfortunately for Darkwonyx, he didn't have the polymorph.
Yeah, this is a very bad situation right now. You're looking at your block getting puffed off next turn, and I mean your hand is not that. Your hand is there's not a lot of moves you can do.
Yeah, well, I guess you get the barrier out there, but you kind of want to get lower for Molten Giants. So it's like you calculate how low will you get if you barrier. It's taken 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. So yeah, you get in Molten Giant range off the barrier. I wouldn't mind seeing the barrier here.
Nope.
But he's gonna hold out on the barrier, which might result in him getting popped.
Yeah, and
And then
of
he
course
can still,
it's really good.
yeah.
Oh.
So I guess he's just gonna let himself get popped and then heal up and put another ice block up. And get those 2 Moltens out there. But then he's gonna be met by the Brawl, which is gonna be really good against the double Molten Healbot block or whatever he ends up doing.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even need to have to use the brawl, right? He has execute and he has nightmare. That's good enough to kill off anything.
Nightmaring the Ysera. Or no, he's nightmaring the slime. I was
No,
like,
no, there's
why
no
are
way.
you nightmaring the Ysera? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right.
That
Reduce
would've been
Darkwonyx to 1.
And he's
I wouldn't mind seeing a Gorehal getting equipped here as well.
yeah, just to get it out there, just to make sure if your board gets frozen, you still have opportunities to pop.
Although you could leave it as a surprise, so if your opponent decides to like freeze your board, and
Not your face. Yeah.
not face. Yeah. I mean, why would you want to freeze your opponent's face if they don't have a weapon?
Yeah, because then you have Gorehowl and Ysera's Awakens that you can all still do in one turn. Very powerful.
No, Sunframe Protector to enable the super taunt wall. So,
But he has
I
a
mean,
Deathlord.
Deathlord is. Is that a winning play? I don't think that's a winning play now, is it? Maybe double heal bot here, or no ice block instead.
Gonna get the heal block, the ice block, and he's still holding on to that barrier.
Hmm.
And he's gonna ping his opponent in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Well, you think it's time for the brawl?
Here, right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess kind of used the nightmare, so won't be bad.
Or do you think it's time for maybe Ysera's Awakens?
Ysera Awakens does proc the block as well. So actually, you know what? I like Ysera Awakens. Yeah.
Yeah, you can trade in the 3/5 and the 5/5, and then hit
Yep.
face with Ysera, or well, Awakens first, then hit face with Ysera. But
Yeah.
maybe you hit face with Ysera first, just to make sure it's not a barrier. So
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though you pop your opponent 1 health higher than you could, like you just play around that barrier.
Right. But I mean, even if it's a barrier, you're still doing the same move, right? Oh no, you're not because you're gonna
I
go all
wouldn't.
face.
You're gonna go all face. So
Okay,
you check
okay.
and see if it's a barrier first.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Is checking for barrier with one of them.
Okay. That's
And it's not barriers, it's blocked. So it looks like he's gonna pop it and brawl. I would have liked to see him set him to 1 before he popped it, but oh no, he's gonna do the Awakens. But now the 5/5 dies.
yeah. Well, it's okay. The five was dying anyways, right?
Well, no, then you wouldn't have to use the execute. I don't like this
Yeah.
play at all.
Well, I mean, at this point, you know,
And Minimus.
I guess he's playing around Vaporize as well.
What? I guess
Yeah.
you're playing around Vaporize, but
Yeah,
I
why
don't
not? You're so far ahead. Just play around more cards.
really. Okay.
And
I
I mean,
guess-
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's like it's not a bad play in that you're so commanding on the board. You can play around
Yeah.
all this weird stuff.
I
It's
mean,
Dark
he's played a
Waters,
lot
man.
of weird cards, yeah. So
Yeah.
you've played around the Vaporize on the Ysera.
Uh huh. So I guess that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Ysera.
what the good news is, right? The good news is Darkwonyx is gonna play this mage again someday.
Yeah, is that really good news?
It's not- Oh, I actually want to see the priest, but then, of course, the priest.
Thing to pick off their 3/3 that got oiled up.
Right. Well, it is going to be the Handlock because we did see some Handlock cards versus the Ore Rogue from Darkwonyx here.
Yeah, I like Oil Rogue in this matchup. I think Handlock just can give Oil Rogue enough time to establish their dagger, establish their board, and then begin building up to that Doom Dagger and get that huge flurry that can go in for lethal. Sort of like Old Miracle had like huge amounts of burst. Oil Rogue
Right.
still has huge amounts of burst if you don't run any weapon breaks. So if the Handlock's not running an Ooze or a Harrison, then the Oil Rogue can just sit there building up the dagger with their free mana every turn, and then get in one final blow where they can sap, hit you in the face for 11, and then flurry for 11, and then you don't have enough time to play your Moltens or some of your other threats.
11. So the dagger's gonna go up to 11.
It can. It happens. Like, it's not the most common thing that it goes up to 11, but it's usually around 6. Like
Okay.
6 or 7, and that's enough to flurry off giants with some spell power. Or a backstab beforehand. So,
Interesting. We'll see if we're gonna see that. Darkwonyx does have the Anti-Cuba and the Belcher, in his road deck.
yeah, those are some tech cards. For
Yeah.
sure. Seen a lot of Belcher lately. Like, a lot of people have been playing the one-of Belcher. Not as many people playing the heal bot, but still very good against Face Hunter for sure. So a lot of players expecting a lot of Face Hunter because that has been the highlight in a lot of tournaments. But it looks like he's in the wrong bracket for Face Hunter because the other side yesterday had all the Face Hunter in it, and today we
Yeah.
haven't seen any Face Hunter yet.
I don't know. I don't think you
Except
could put
Tides, right?
highlight with Face Hunter in the same sentence. I don't think we'll be pretty happy about that statement.
I mean, but previous tournaments, that's what's been winning.
Mm.
That's been the like deck that has been like winning the most.
All right. Well,
Well, what do we do here? I'd like to develop the 3/3. He's hovering over and he's thinking about it. He hit him in the face last turn with the dagger because he didn't have any plays this turn, so he imagined he was just going to hit him in the face with the dagger again and redagger. But now he top decked the 3-drop, so it's kind of awkward for him. But I still think you just play it, and it's still fine because then your next turn you're going to hit him in the face, redagger, and have 2 mana to either like eviscerate or something. Oh, he chooses not to play it.
no. He
Huh.
needs to keep SI here.
The reason why I like playing it is because if your opponent develops a Twilight Drake or a Mountain Giant on their turn 4, then they're not removing your 3/3. So you're happy about that. And you have something on the board that can help contest the first threat. And a lot of times handlocks don't have more than one big threat. But it's fine to keep it for more value, and it looks like it's going to pay off for him here because he's able to now Deadly Poison SI and take
Yeah.
care of that Watcher immediately and have the 3/3 which contests the 2/3.
And of course, you do need to take care of the Ancient Watcher. It's always going to be there as a rogue.
Yeah. And just having a minion on field that's going to contest your opponent's minion can clog up their 5-drop. And you saw that he didn't have a 4-drop because he didn't play it. So now if he wants to kill the SI... Oh, he's going to go with a different line here. The Belcher.
Belcher does makes the Sun Fury kind of not be able to attack at all.
Sure. And now Tom's going to be able to respond with his own Belcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as an Ancient Watcher gets taunted up, the match becomes very board developy, I guess.
Yeah. At some point, you got to take care of that Ancient Watcher, though, because you don't want it to get Shadow Flamed.
No.
Because it kills a lot of Rogue's minion when it gets Shadow Flamed.
Whoa.
Oh, Tom's going to commit to running in the 2/3. He could get punished because Rogues often run Earthen Ring Farseers.
Oh!
Gang up! Is this a fatigue deck?
Wait, no. Right?
No.
There's double oils. So I guess Gang Up is a tech card.
A tech card. Maybe just to get those infinite Belchers or those infinite heal bots against Face Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like now we're going to see...
Actually, Infinite heal bots against Hunter seems like a pretty good idea.
We're going to see the Deadly SI come down on the Belcher.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good line. Getting more value out of the Deadly SI than just wasting it on the Ancient Watcher. And get a full clear on the Belcher. Since Belcher and Ancient Watcher have taunt, he's able to do this play.
Alright, Tomflr here over at 6 mana. It's either 7 Soul or Sylvanas, most likely.
Yeah, Sylvanas is a little bit riskier because you're afraid of that sap, but looking at your hand, you don't have very good options, and it has a chance to work out, so it's sort of a prayer play right here. We could see, can Gang Up target your opponent's minions?
Yeah, it can.
We could see Darkwonyx here shuffle 3 Sylvanases into his deck. That's pretty good against Handlock.
Is it? I guess it is. They only have like maximum of 2 silences.
Yeah, they only have maximum of 2 owls. So having lots and lots of Sylvanases would be really cool. I wonder if he's going to choose to do that.
But Gang Up is one of those cards where you pay 2 mana to do nothing. That turn, right?
That turn,
So,
yeah.
Can you spare it?
Yeah, I don't know. He's looking for more options here. Oil's not going to help him.
No.
He doesn't really have a clean way to deal with this board.
You can, I guess, eviscerate the Ancient Watcher and start hitting the face.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see how low Darkwonyx wants to get Tomflr. 21, 18. Alright.
Yeah, 18. So Molten Giants are 8. You still can't even play them. That's fine.
Yep. And of
I
course
wonder
you do
what
have a lot
he's.
in your hand.
I wonder what he's saving that gang up for. It's gonna be interesting to see how he uses it.
I think the main problem with Gang Up is that it costs 2 mana. So if there's a turn where Darkwonyx doesn't need that 2 mana, for example, he's gonna use the card.
Oh yeah, you could have. Yeah, you sort of had to use the fan. You could have used the backstab instead of the fan, but then you're wasting resources to use the gang up. But like, depends what you want to use your resources for.
Right. Gang Up is kind of like a
Waste.
wild growth in a way, right? A wild growth on cards.
Yeah.
Still a very, very weird concept that I don't think anybody is getting just yet. Maybe Darkwonyx has figured it out already.
Maybe. Maybe he'll show us exactly when we're supposed to use it.
Mm-hmm.
I see
Oh,
the
wow.
coil on the own Sylvanas. Let's see if he wins the 50-50.
Oh,
And
wow.
he gets it. He gets the 3-3. And he's going to tap before Twilight Drake? Or is he going to taunt up? This is, he's got the Argus in his hand, so he's got another Taunt Giver in his hand, so he feels
Right.
pretty safe using it.
Alright. What is there to steal here? All these cards kind of suck.
Yeah.
The SIs? That's not even that good, right?
Yeah, I
No.
don't see Gang Up being played this turn. Maybe he's saving it for, like, Jiraxis, because that would be just awesome.
Oh, no, you can't target on a Jiraxis. Unless it's on board,
As if it
right?
gets Void Collared or something.
Okay.
Maybe Melganis. Rogue with 3
Wow,
Melganises.
that'd be really sick, though. 3 Jiraxises as a rogue player?
It'd be pretty funny. Blade Flurry with Jiraxis weapon.
Oh my
Or
god.
just Tinker Oil your
What?
Jiraxis weapon.
Just oil the Jiraxis weapon and smash him
Yeah.
for 6 and go like, 8. That could be very insane.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like Tom even runs the Void Callers or the Demons,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
might not be able to see that, unfortunately. Wow, what a fun card, though.
What shenanigans you can do.
Yeah, it's the possibilities, man. That's awesome.
Well, still a hard turn for Darkwonyx to figure out.
He moused over the gang up. We might be able to see
Yeah,
it
good
here.
enough.
But he's thinking about the Flurry. It does kill the SI and puts a lot of damage on the Drake. Doesn't exactly kill it, but begins the process of killing it.
Oh,
Gonna
another
find
oil.
oil off the top.
Okay, just kills out the Twilight Drake here.
Yeah, he kills it off with the slime now and his
Yeah,
face.
yes. Well, it is a board player. And now Tomflr is down to 5 mana. So that means that we might see
Yeah.
some giant plays.
Yeah, he can't Molten Giant taunt, but it's gonna be hard for Darkwonyx to disperse his damage now. He really needs to. He needs to begin setting up a new dagger, which takes a lot of time. So if he's met by a lot of pressure by these giants, for example, it can be pretty tricky for him. And Tom going with the safe play, going with Giant Farce here, because Tom could potentially, Darkwonyx could potentially have a lot of damage.
Double heal bot.
Double heal bot. That is
Oh my god.
really safe. Yeah, the heal bot not gonna do a lot for him in this matchup, unfortunately.
No.
Man, his decks all seem like they do really, really good against Hunter so far.
So far, but Tomflr's not even running it.
Yeah, Tomflr doesn't have the Hunter, though, so that's really unfortunate for Darkwonyx. I think that's a meta call he made in his deck selection, and it's kind of biting him. Yeah, he has no Flurry either, so when these Moltens start coming out, having no Flurry prepared for them is going to be really bad.
Man, this is just... I don't even know what to do here. Like, the problem with Gang Up is that you're shuffling cards in your deck that you might not want to draw immediately too, right?
Yeah, like you don't want to draw a Molten Giant, and you don't want to draw an Earthen Ring. But you have 2 extra mana this turn to possibly use it. You really need to just dagger up and oil this turn. You need to begin building that dagger, and just
Right.
have the possibility to get the Flurry and clear the board.
Yeah, that makes sense. So going for 1 damage here, get the dagger out. I'm not even going for 1 damage.
It looks like he's going to just go all in here and commit to drawing the second Flurry.
Mm-hmm.
Enough damage to kill his opponent.
Tom does have a. Oh yeah, just
Siphon
going
Soul
for
for
the full here.
heals. Siphon Soul, his own Earthen Ring maybe, and Taunt Up. That's
You can't taunt up and do that. It's
oh yeah, you can't even taunt up and do that. So it
so
looks
I
like
guess
it has to be the taunt up play, and if Darkwonyx is able to draw some damage, is
draw
there any
a
way?
second eviscerate, I guess. Not even then. You
Yeah,
need a
not even.
flurry.
He needs the flurry and
It needs the
something else.
flurry. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but meanwhile, Tom's gonna be setting up lethal, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's gonna go with
oh,
seven
he's gonna
soul
go with
play
the Siphon
instead.
Soul play, huh? Then the dagger's guaranteed to hit him in the face.
Huh. Definitely a
So, does
very
that
tense
open?
moment.
How much damage is on the dagger? Does that open any lethals for Darkwonyx here? He's only got 4 on the dagger. He's got Shadow
What?
Steps in his deck.
Okay, I guess he's not dead yet.
Maybe he's running a Leroy.
So he can gang up on the Leroy? Oh my god.
I have no idea. What is the Shadow Step doing?
Well, all we know is that Darkwonyx is not dead this turn.
Yeah, he's got the heal bots, and he's even got Shadow Step for the heal bots.
Yeah.
He could gang up heal bots in his deck and Shadow Step the ganged up heal bots. But Tom's gonna take another 4 damage from the dagger here, which I think is good, getting that dagger damage in.
Coming back to 20 health. Tom has 16 damage, 18 with the Argus. So not quite yet.
Alright. So Darkwonyx has the possibility here to Shadow Step his heal bot to play around some more damage burst. And we see that Darkwonyx doesn't have it, but usually 3 is the magic number for Warlock because they will all run things like Hellfire and Dark Bomb, which can kill you. So 20, you feel like relatively safe because they need a combination of like either Argus Dark Bomb, Argus Hellfire. Not very many people are running Power Overwhelming in Handlock or Soulfire, which are the 4 damage cards. So, but let's see how safe he decides to feel. He's gonna go with Dagger instead of Shadow Stepping the heal bot. Also, I imagine, yeah, I imagine that Shadow Step is pretty important to his lethal that he's trying to set up somehow. So as Tom, you could tap here to try and look for the lethal.
Wow.
You could hit either Hellfire or Dark Bomb. We haven't seen any Hellfires and any Dark Bombs. I imagine he's running at least one of each. And he's got around how many cards
down to
left?
5. I'm not really sure. Like a spell power eviscerate will kill you.
Yeah, it's really YOLO. Or you can try and go for the trades and just play Belcher and ride the storm. Well, Belcher and Argus, because you don't want to be vulnerable to just sap.
Right. Yep, safe play it is for Tom.
Yeah, I don't think there's really much of a reason to kill the heal bot here, so I support going face. Like, one of your taunts is going to stick, so might as well get that 9 damage in.
Empress, not the play, not the one you want to see, and I guess that's it. Even if Darkwonyx heals for 16, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, some part of me wants the Darkwonyx decks to work, but so far it's not working. It's just been, you know, getting defeated by Tom's regular decks. You know, the decks that we've all seen before, the ones that are, you know, consistent and all.
Yeah, proven and true classic decks against the creative decks. Well, if Tom were playing Hunter, that rogue deck would have been insane. And he's got even like, yeah, just so many things that would be really good against aggressive decks and not so great against
the rogue.
Yeah. Shredder seems like a pretty good card here for Tom. Meanwhile, Darkwonyx's hand, I don't think he wants to keep any of the secrets. I don't even think you keep the Arcane Intellect. I think you're looking for something a little bit faster because you just don't want to let the rogue get immediate initiative and start pushing that face damage. I think that's one of the ways you lose.
Although you are running a lot of defensive cards. And, oh my god, an Echo as well.
Flame Cannon, too. And Scientist. Those are pretty good cards. Flame Cannon and Scientist.
Oh,
drawing a secret. Can't be too happy about drawing a secret. You never want to draw your secrets.
Well, the fact that is at least 5 secrets, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of secrets in his deck.
Yeah, Ice Barriers. We have the duplicates.
I wonder.
Tom picks up some decent cards. Like Deadly Poison is actually pretty good. It's a combo starter, pushes a lot of damage. Lotheb is a really good in this matchup, I imagine. Trades really favorably with Belcher and also can set up to push a lot of damage.
Darkwonyx has to be running Sunfury, right? I mean, if you run Molten Giants, you have to run Sunfury, or do you not?
Not necessarily, because you have the ice block, right? So
Okay.
you don't care about them
Okay.
taunting it. You want them to hit you in the face, pop the ice block, and then you anti-keel bot, ice barrier, ice block, and then just echo and play more giants. And
Oh, just Echo. Oh yeah, yeah, of course, of course. Yeah. You think Frost Nova is going to be in Darkwonyx deck? We see that a lot of people like to play a lot of Molten Giants and then Frost Nova their opponent's board. They can't do anything of it, and then the Molten Giants just go smash.
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to fit him in with all the secrets and the echo and all the already cards that he's already trying to squeeze in there. But maybe
Darkwonyx on turn 3. I mean,
he's got like one option here: the ice barrier
yeah.
or ping face. I guess. I think I like ice barrier a lot more than ping and face. We didn't really see any burn spells from Darkwonyx's deck, but
Oh, wow.
oh, he values the damage more than getting the barrier. Maybe he just wants to take damage, so his healing cards will have effect later in the game.
That's true. Armor is, one of the things that go over health.
Yeah, so he's gonna wait until he takes damage, use his heals, and then do the barrier last.
Yeah, that seems like the play he's going for.
Yeah, Tom on the other hand has drawn both of his oils, really powerful.
Flame Cannon gonna take out the first half of the Shredder. What is the second half?
Lightwell. That is not gonna help Tom at all until he oils it. It's gonna be a surprise combat Lightwell.
Okay.
So if he's able to, yeah, if he's able to save the deadly poison maybe for a little bit, then next turn he can deadly poison Tinker Oil and then get in there with the combat Lightwell.
I guess you do hit the light well here. You don't want you kind of want to take out of it. You know that rogues can oil their minions quite easily, and you are playing a grinder mage, right?
Yeah, I would definitely hit the Lightwell. Also, it splits up the healing, so
Yeah.
it might not get value.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Light well
still
decides to
face.
heal the face.
You know he runs water elementals. You know he runs belchers. So sapping is pretty sketchy. On the other
Right.
hand, you also want to set up for your deadly poison oil next turn and start pushing that maybe, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to deadly poison this turn and develop, or set up to develop belcher. So you could like deadly poison, eviscerate the 2/3, deadly down the scientist, try and develop belcher next turn. But then you walk into maybe Mirror Entity being a problem. So there's a jungle Tom needs to figure out here. There's so many secrets, so many things could go wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like he's going to opt to try and clear as much as he can this turn to try and set up for Lotheb next turn. So we are going to see the Eviscerate come down on the Snowchugga, and he's committing to Lotheb this turn. So he's hoping Darkwonyx does not pull a Mirror Entity. Did we even see a Mirror Entity earlier when he played
No,
this
we
deck?
didn't see it Mirante at all, but a duplicate is going to come off here on a fairly, weaker creature, I guess, compared to the rest of Darkwonyx's deck.
Yeah, definitely. Darkwonyx probably would have preferred Belchers to be duplicated, especially since Snowchuggas, they just get destroyed in the flurry. Prep is a pretty gnarly draw here. He's able to
Yeah.
Lotheb prep Sap if he wants, or even just prep Sprint. I really enjoyed the Lotheb and just pass, and then you have Sap into Tinker Oil next turn, possibly.
Oh yeah, that does a lot of damage. That's for sure.
Yeah, it should be pretty difficult for him to remove this Lotheb. Did we see an unstable ghoul drawn off the top for Darkwonyx?
Yeah, it is an unstable goal, right? Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That
really
isn't-
good against Hunter.
Is really great against Hunter. Not the greatest against Rogue.
What to do?
Could stop South Sea Deckhand, I guess.
Not the greatest against anything else, really. Is it good against like Druid at all? No. Warrior, you help proc their Acolyte of Pain. Yeah, all of Darkwonyx there seems to counter Hunter really, really bad.
Yeah, he does not like Hunter. That's one thing
Oh.
he does not like.
What to do?
But I'm gonna see the Snowchuggas come down. Just one Snowchugga. I guess he's hedging himself against Blade Flurry a little bit.
Okay. No.
He's thinking about playing the second one. He's just trying to figure out if his opponent maybe has Blade Flurry or not. Ooh, unstable
Oh.
Blue, maybe.
Really? Isn't unstable go even worse if with this Blade Flurry? Oh, actually no, it kills the Lotheb. So,
No,
Yeah.
you could Blade Flurry, Redagger, finish off the Belcher that way.
Wait, what? No, not really.
Yeah, it would do 3 damage across the board with Blade Flurry, and then he
Oh
could
yeah, yeah, yeah.
redagger
That's
and
still
then
cool.
poke the Belcher.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it'd be fine for him. Looks like he's gonna prep sprint this turn. Taking the slower approach to the game, just trying to make sure he can get full value out of his oils later.
Nope, another
But
prep is drawn. That's really good. And there's the flurry.
yeah, now the Lotheb's gonna die in the flurry. Because he doesn't have
Right,
mana to
because-
redagger poke, unless he wants to prep it, but he doesn't want to prep it.
No, that would kind of be silly.
So
Stabbing a
Sap-
butcher is alright. But what are you doing with the rest? I guess you're stabbing the ghoul, then going in for 5.
I don't think you want to waste the dagger in this situation. You gotta hold on to it for that flurry. You're just trying to look to make him make more commit for the flurry. Yeah, it looks like we're using the dagger. Just to protect the Lotheb. I guess that's fine. We haven't seen any Frostbolts or real removal from Darkwonyx's side in any of the games. So there's a high chance this Lotheb's going to stick. So Tom's making the read that he doesn't have a Frostbolt or any way to deal with this Lotheb. So just protecting it seems like a solid line.
Did we even see Darkwonyx have a frostbolt at all?
No,
think
that's
so.
why I said we haven't seen him have Frostbolt at all. So
Yeah.
that's why I think that factored into his decision making for this play.
Mm-hmm.
But being frozen kind of sucks. The backstab is pretty good here, actually. He's gonna be able to Drake and do some nasty things.
Yep, Drake backstab. One of the better combos in the game.
Yeah. Drake backstab there. And he can just redagger, hold on to this fan.
Alright, well, Darkwonyx has a very good turn if he's at 10 health. But he's not at 10 health.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, nothing?
Yeah, he doesn't have anything that he can play. He really needs to start taking damage so we can get these Molten Giants out.
what to do?
Wow. What a clunky hand.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that he drew all of that. He can't even play the barrier because he wants to take damage to get Moltens out.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't play a barrier turn 3, there's no reason to play it now. So,
Yeah, he's already committed to taking damage to get these Moltens out.
well,
Oh, he's thinking about it, though.
is he trying to, like, throw off his opponent? With, like,
Maybe.
oh, this might be counterspell or something weird.
Sure. Throw him off a little bit. Well, Tom's going to be able to play another Ezra Drake if he wants, or he can potentially oil up. He's got options.
Violet,
Violet
teacher?
Teacher possibility. We haven't seen any AoEs from Darkwonyx either. So we're going to
No.
cycle the fan first, see what happens.
Man, it seems like this mage is actually missing a lot of spells.
Yeah, looks like he's
It's like
going
no
to
spells.
just double oil and hit face.
Yeah, go in. Okay.
He's not going to play around Vaporize this time.
No. Oh,
Wow, if that was
Double
Vaporize,
hits.
man.
oh my god, that would be big.
Yeah. Double oil. That is some damage. 17. Darkwonyx started at 38, and now he's going to be much lower.
Oh man, Ice Barrier can't even hold up against the Azure 10 attack hit.
Yeah,
Oh.
21 down to. Still can't Molten Giant, but. Well, I guess he's going to Alexstrasza his opponent? But can you really do that? You're facing 17.
17 damage on the board.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
maybe he has to heal bot here.
I guess you do. I mean, Healbot challenges the Azure. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Not
So
a good
much
position to
damage
be in.
coming in. No Frostbolts, no Fireballs, nothing to remove this Ezra Drake. Yeah, he's afraid of dying. Because rogues typically run a lot of damage.
Right.
And when you're facing down 17 on board and you're at 21, you have to be afraid of death.
You're 21 and you're scared of dying. Okay.
That's 9 damage with the flurry with 2 Ezra Drakes. So 19.
Oh my god, Phantom Knives does 3 damage.
Yeah, that is a powerful fan. There's the Eviscerate he needed.
Oh, back to 19 again. Once again, Darkwonyx can't use his Molten Giants. Well, he
Yeah.
did pick up Ice Block, so that's something at least, right?
And pinging down a 10 damage Drake is not the best way to deal with it.
Oh my
in
god, over
Hearthstone.
4 turns?
Yeah, it's not something you want to have to do.
Oh, jeez. Pay 8 mana over 4 turns. You can kill the Adric that already did 40 damage to your face.
Value. You didn't have to use a card.
Yeah. Well.
You're generating card advantage.
Oh my god. Well, ice block is most definitely gonna come down here. And I guess you have to bring the Drake. Man, no spells on this deck. It's just so weird.
Yeah. Well, there's spells. There's just no removal spells. Like Fireball and Frostbolt. At least we haven't seen them. Maybe he's just getting very unlucky.
Maybe.
And we haven't seen any board sweeper removals either. So he really needs to draw either like Flame Strike, Frostbolt, Fireball, Blizzard.
A spell,
Frost,
right?
like any removal spell would be terrific.
Oh, he wants to play the anti-kill for this turn. Oh.
He's still afraid of dying. He's
Oh my
thinking maybe that the anti-kill bot will stop him from being popped.
Right.
And
No, he's gonna get popped this turn, right? 21, 20, yeah, 26. The eviscerate does 6 damage.
Head is a powerful eviscerate.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sprint.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Darkwonyx.
So he's got the backstab to deal with the heal bot, and then he can pop
Right.
him this turn.
Backstep 4. Okay. Yeah, attack with the 4 attack Allergic last.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
does the least damage. Yep. No, you can even squeeze in a haha and get him even Dark Darkness even lower. I mean, get him to
Maybe
like.
that's what he's doing here. Well, can you actually? Because it has to have a dagger equipped for him to do it. So then you'd have to finish with the 7 damage blow.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I always get so confused about the pirate. That's alright. Oh, he's not popping it at all.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I guess he wants to save this dagger for the flurry. But
Right.
I really would have liked to see him pop it there. But like he can deal with infinite amounts of Molten Giants right now.
Oh yeah, just play Talnos and Flurry, and all giants are dead. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if Darkwonyx has 7 Molten Giants on the board.
I imagine. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe
yeah.
double Molten Echo.
I wonder.
Well, no. Oh,
You're
you
getting
could do
popped
that.
no matter what you do. Like,
Right.
might as well make a huge play on the board if you know you're getting popped 100% anyway. So. Now when he flurries, you can reload with Moltens and then Alex draws yourself back up. But you need to clear the board somehow, and he doesn't have the opportunity to do that here.
Is this a 9 damage Flurry?
Yeah, 9 damage. 10 damage even if you wanted it. And then you
Spell
could
Power Rogue, man. Oh my god.
you could spell power, or you could Thalnos, Flurry, SI the face, Redagger, poke the face for 1.
Yeah, I guess you can just do anything you want at this
Yeah.
situation. Right? It's just
There's a lot of different ways you could set him to 1.
Oh my
you
god.
just pick which one you like the most.
I just don't know how Darkwonyx can win, come back from this situation.
So
Maybe a
many
Deathwing?
options.
Not even.
Yeah.
Of course, Tom is going to be extra careful.
You know you're in a bad position when Emperor Thorson doesn't even help you.
Oh, that's a good way to put it, I guess. Yep, down to 1.
Many options.
SI the face. Pops the
Why
block.
not?
Choose soon.
Yeah, Molten Giants for 0 don't seem like they're going to be doing much.
Yeah, he's gonna need to find another block and a lot of stuff. Blizzard,
there's
so he,
one of
he
those
does
cards.
run board sweeps. Wow, that's unfortunate. He hasn't been able to draw it until this point.
Oh.
That had to be the card he was really looking for.
Right.
But that's one of the problems you can run into with these crazy mage decks that run so many conditional cards.
Yeah. Well, Emperor's the Molten Giants are already 0. Emperor's not gonna do anything. I guess that's it. So Tom's gonna take it 3-0 against Darkwonyx's special decks. We will see Darkwonyx's special decks in action against another person with very special decks, right? Time to time.
Yeah,
so
should
that's
be a
gonna
fun
be
series to watch.
Yeah. I mean, it would suck if Darkwonyx is gonna drop out of